What's up everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last episode, we started collecting some shrines here in the Akkala region, as well as helping out the Akkala Ancient Tech Lab by returning their flame. And we also got the travel medallion, which we set up over at this shrine pedestal, in which we need a blood moon to activate. And we've been mentioning that shrine for quite some time, and it's been really hard to come by, I guess, or it was really hard to like get there on time without noticing the blood moon and already being too late. And so of course we set up the travel pedestal, travel medallion there, and so now we can use it anytime there's a blood moon. And I should probably mention how blood moons exactly work, I guess, because some people don't really know. So it works based off of like how many in-game days have gone by, and of course also how many monsters you've killed. If, let's say you kill like so many enemies, I'm not sure the exact number, a blood moon will occur automatically, or I believe it happens every like 7 in-game days. Anyway, the first thing we want to do is I want to get the Dinral Scale Shrine out of the way, and that was the one marked in blue on our map over here. And so what we need to do is head over to the Bantha Bridge and simply wait by a fire until morning, and might as well grab these apples while we're here. Or, sorry, not apples, wild berries apparently. Are these apples? Nope, these are spicy peppers. Okay, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Alright, we'll sit by the fire until morning, and then when morning comes, Dinral should be heading right under the bridge. Oh yeah, someone there was mentioning the Great Fairy, and it's kind of a side quest about the Great Fairy up on that mountain right there in front of us. Nothing too special, I guess. Just, talk to him. You'll probably get maybe a small reward, but it's completely optional. Alright, here we are at the Bantha Great Bridge, and all we need to do is wait for 7 a.m. and then once 7 a.m. comes around, we should be able to see Dinral flying under the bridge. So let's head to the center here. And we'll kind of actually, there he is, off in the distance. It may take him a while to get here, so I'm gonna cut ahead until he's a little bit closer. So I'll see you guys then. Alrighty guys, he's much closer now, and we should be able just to simply glide. And yeah, every dragon will give a slight upburst into the air in order to allow you to kind of get close. Don't get too close though, because he will set you on fire. He is very hot, at least for his flames there, and we just need to make sure we shoot him in the right spot. The scale, yeah, got him on the body, and he should drop a scale, and we can simply glide all the way down and grab it. And luckily it didn't land too far down in the ground anyway. Not that that really matters a whole lot, because we'll just warp back to the stable in which we started the episode. Yeah, but this is Dinral Scale, and you can actually, I've never mentioned this, I don't believe, but cooking scales or any sort of dragon parts with a meal will give you, like, say you want like attack 3 power up, you can cook an attack 3 power up dish, but add a scale or a horn or whatever, and that effect will be increased greatly to 30 minutes. The effect will last for that long. It's pretty insane, and that's not 30 in-game minutes, that's like 30 real life minutes. So you have 2 of those and you've got a full hour of gameplay of like buffed attack or something. It's pretty insane. Not that you would ever use that I mean, I guess you could use it if you're kind of struggling with like certain fights. I generally never really use food too much, as you guys can tell. Normally if I'm low on health, I'll just, sleep, or maybe I will eat like a little bit of food, but usually I don't. It's probably better if we shield surf, because we generally move quicker. And yeah, I know this does eat away at the, my Hylian shield, but we should be okay till the end of the adventure, I guess. Alright, shield, let's go. Let's all the way down. Yeah, now we've got a huge cliff here, and we should make it all the way down. And I should mention, anytime you see a cliff or like a hill like this, it's generally a lot easier to shield surf, because it's a lot faster. And yes, I do know that that's eating away at the durability of my shield, but not to worry. Anyway, here we are at the Spring of Power, and yeah, there's another goddess statue here, of course. And actually, if we walk over here, there is a memory here, but it's one of the later memories, and so we don't really want to do that now. But one thing I do want to mention is that if you run through here, knock these bushes out of the way. And oh geez, there are a lot of guardians here. I did not realize that. Anyway, we'll just leave those guys alone. And I did not realize I didn't have the Master Sword out. Probably because we don't have the Master Sword back yet. Actually, how long will that be? Let's move all the way over. In like less than a minute. But if you look here at this doorway, this looks very similar to the doorway in Skyward Sword. And well, this area should also look familiar to you because it is the Spring of Power. Or no, I'm sorry, the Spring of... I think it's the first spring. It's one of the springs that you visit from either Skyview Temple or the Fire Temple from Skyward Sword. Yeah, it's kind of a throwback to that game. And that memory does involve Zelda kind of purifying herself here in the in this area. So it's kind of also, that's also kind of a throwback to Skyward Sword as well, in terms of because if you remember back in that game, that we haven't played it yet, but if you have played it, you'll know that I don't want to spoil too much, but Zelda has to go around and purify herself in each of the springs. So we throw the scale in the water. It will be accepted by the goddess herself, and behind it, a door will open. But considering the timeline placement and everything, there's no wonder that, like, you know, this... Actually, that's kind of weird. The path has shown itself. Now go forth. This would have had to have been... It doesn't really matter which one it was, to be honest. But this place has survived all this time, and the statue of the goddess herself as well, along with the archway and everything, for the probably millions of years that this place has existed, because, you know, this game is last in the timeline at the moment, while Skyward Sword is the very first, and there's hundreds of links in between, probably, but it's kind of insane to think that this place still exists, which is, I guess, kind of a nice touch. And, of course, they throw back to the Temple of Time, and oh yeah, this is a major test of strength, so, we're going to want to pull that, ancient battle axe back out, and we're also going to want the Cryonis. Alright, so let's do this. I believe this guy just has a sword, a shield, and a spear, yes. And pretty much out of all that, the only thing that I'm going to take from him is going to be, is probably just the sword. I probably want to take the shield. The shield's probably not too useful. The sword is pretty good, though. Alright, come on, buddy. Alright, yeah, flurry rushes are going to be our best friend as long as we can stay in close and do a lot of damage. Alright, come on. There we go. Wow, we almost got hit just then. I know this is not the best way to do damage. Alright, let's put this up. Alright, now let's do a spin attack, because that's generally going to give us a lot more damage. At least until the thing breaks, I guess. But the Master Sword has restored its power, and so now we can just use that, and generally we'll do probably slightly more damage, because we're getting in more hits, even though the sword does slightly less damage. Alright, now we're moving on to kind of phase 2, where he starts to do his little laser spinning attack. Make sure to jump on his head. There we go. Alright, come on, buddy. That's actually really fast, that jump. Usually that goes in slow motion, but that didn't seem to happen for some reason. Must be a bug or something. And of course, we're not gonna fix it. This game is like 3 years old now, but it's kind of crazy, honestly, to think that this game came out that long ago. Well, let's take this guy out before he shoots us with a freaking laser. Right, keep flying away. Really, the Master Sword's already low. Oh well. Final hit was just a normal sword, I guess. Yeah, we can't carry any more shields or spears, but don't need to worry about that, I guess. Yeah, I don't think we can. And yeah, the shield's not really that great. Well, I mean, I guess we could drop this and take it. Might as well. Anyway, yeah, we won't even bother with the spear. It's generally not too useful. And I want to pull this sword out. I'll just use this one. Might as well. And so now let's head over here, grab our reward, and get on out of here. Yeah, that didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would in order to get here and kind of complete it. And why am I getting a bunch of flame gear stuff from this? I don't need like that stuff. That stuff's not particularly useful unless you're like in a cold environment or a really hot environment. And then again, if you're in a super hot environment like a volcano, that ice blade's going to do you absolutely no good. because you're just literally gonna catch on fire, and it's not gonna help you at all. It's gonna be so hot that your skin's just gonna like burst into flames, no matter what you do. So yeah, generally I only use like the flame blades, and that's only for the snowy regions of this map, and that's pretty much it actually. Alrighty, how many spirit orbs do we have now? That'll be over here. We have 12, so that gives us 3 upgrades. Since we're here, we might as well go ahead and grab those before we head off to the final 4 shrines. And that'll also give us, like, you know, an upgrade as well. Yeah, give me a heart container. And we're pretty much almost done with most of the shrines now that I think about it. There's still like a couple more that we still need, but other than that, we're getting fairly close now. And that puts us at quite a bit of hearts. That's 21 now. And yeah, we'll probably just use all these as heart containers. Yeah, we probably don't need to do stamina quite yet. Well, I might as well do stamina. Might as well do 1. We won't fill out the bar, we'll fill out our heart bar, most certainly, but I definitely want to just do this, just to go ahead and kind of get started on that last part of the stamina wheel. And that's the one problem I think I have with this game, is the fact that they allow you to either upgrade your hearts fully or upgrade your stamina fully, but not both. And don't worry, I'll be back for the memory, it's much later. As you can see, it's here close to the end. Yeah, it's right here at the like very end. Minus, we'll have to get all these first, but this is our next one, and you can kind of see where that one may be. It's in an area we haven't explored yet, and that's not what I want to do, but I did want to head to my map, because the next shrine I want to head to is probably this red one here. Though we will need to head to the other side of like that little spiral in the ocean. And you also saw one that's on David Island. That contains, it's actually part of Lanayru, which I never really knew until like I was collecting the Korok seeds for Lanayru, and I was using the guide, and it's like, go to these islands, and I was like, but that's Akkala, that's not Lanayru. But then I looked at my map, and it was like, nope, that's definitely Lanayru. So yeah, this area is technically all Lanayru, and the Korok seeds there are part of Lanayru as well. And there's a shrine there on the island. So we'll go ahead and grab that, since we didn't do it way back when during our Lanayru episode, I guess. And so we'll go ahead and kind of complete it now for the sake of getting all the shrines. But if, I mean, of course we would use it for, you know what I mean, guys. I'm just like jabbering now at this point, pretty much. We actually are going to need to head to the complete opposite side of that spiral, though. So it may have been better for us to probably go way up there and then come down, but I guess it doesn't really matter a whole lot, because we can just use Cryonis. I get a feeling that was a bad idea, to not let my stamina heal before trying to make my way over to this strip of land. Can we actually make this? Apparently we can. There's a lot of enemies here, though. And I think there's a Korok seed around here somewhere. That's kind of far away, but you guys get the point. Alright, so this is literally all we're going to be doing, is literally using this ability right here to make our way to this pedestal. And now, of course, you would shoot me because you're a flippin' jerk. Actually, that wasn't too bad. Alright, I'm going to need you to stop shooting me now, though. Those guys like have spot on aim, and it's kind of annoying. Yeah, so there's an orb that we need to collect in order to grab this shrine. But the orb is actually kind of over here on the other side of the spiral. So you could do it the correct way and just kind of run all the way through the spiral. Or you could be like me, and actually all this area is walkable, which is kind of neat. Just gonna shoot you and take you out instantly, which is kind of crazy because all 3 of those arrows hit, and that's why. And I didn't even know you could run through that entire little area right there. But the orb is actually up there, I want to say, like I'm on the hill. Yeah, did you see that guy shoot that like all the way over here. It's freaking insane. These enemies are way too overpowered, and they have an aim of like, I don't know, their aim is like spot on, and they almost never miss, and it's kind of annoying. Luckily, they don't do too much damage, so you don't have to worry about it. But that's another complaint I probably have about this game. See, look at that. This guy should not be able to see me from that far away and just flail rocks at me. Like, that shouldn't happen, but, I mean, I guess it's whatever. Maybe they'll fix that in the upcoming new Zelda game, Breath of the Wild 2. And I don't think we've had any more news about that game since, like, the original news that we got back with, well, there's a Korok seed here, and where is this orb, actually? I have kind of forgotten. Is it not here? Oh, no, there it is. I thought it was here. Yeah, I think this thing says something about carry the rock to the... Only a hero bearing this ancient orb shall be granted the right of trial on Wrist Peninsula. And yeah, this is Into the Vortex. And yeah, generally the easiest way to do this is simply just follow the same thing that I did and run into the water, throw this orb, and then pick it up, perhaps, or don't, but miss entirely. Swim over to this thing, throw the orb again, pick it up, orb, miss entirely. So now we have to glide back over here. Jeez, why am I so... Link, what are you doing? You know what, I don't understand anymore. Okay, let's try this again. Can you please just pick up the ball or sling it into the water? That works too. This is absolutely fantastic. I am absolutely loving this. This is great. Alright, let's try this one more time. Ball. Okay, we're not getting anywhere with this. Let's... Nope. Jeez. I thought I grabbed it, but apparently not. And Link, what? This is getting frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. This is not fun. Okay, now we'll just fall into the water. That's great. And that guy's probably gonna notice me any second now, and he's gonna probably start flying away at me. Get out of here. I don't want anything to do with you. And of course, it's raining. This area is always raining. That's like the one thing I don't like about this area. It's literally always raining. Here and one other region that we haven't visited yet, but we will be, always raining. But the only difference between this region and that region is that that region is covered in mountains. This one isn't really. And that may have floated far enough for me just to walk over and grab. Okay. And I think from here we can literally just run all the way over this way. We can just avoid that guy, I guess. I mean, if he does try to chase us, he won't chase us very far. Okay, so we should be good now just to kind of run through here. Yeah, he's going to see us, he's going to run at us, but no need to worry, we can outrun him without a problem. And dude, you're not blending in very well, you're in the water, dude. If you wanted to blend in, you should have turned like blue. But I digress. Anyway, we've made it all the way up here, and our Cronus almost killed me. Like, I was gonna lose my mind for a second there, but we made it through. We're here, and we can place the ball into the pedestal, and yeah, that's okay, or don't. And now with the orb placed in the pedestal will activate, and the shrine will appear. This is probably one of the, like another, and I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but there's some shrines that you would just never warp to, just for the sake of, like, they're completely out of the way, and, like, there's no reason you would ever need to go back to them. Kind of like the one on Skull Lake. You're never going to need to go there. Here, you're never going to need to come back here for, like, literally anything other than, like, one Korok seed, I think, that's, like, on the island somewhere. Like on the tip of the peninsula, but I think that's it. Like, there's really nothing else. It's pretty much it. And yeah, we have 88 shrines. We're getting close to 100. Luckily, this is a blessing shrine, so it won't take us too long to get through. And once we get through the next shrines, we should be good. And a giant ancient core, not bad. You can usually only get those from guardians, and they're pretty much a rare drop from those guys as well, so it's good that we got that. Anyway, let's just get on out of here, and I think I want to head to the island, or David Island next. It's probably the next place I want to head. The problem is getting a shrine that will put us, or getting anything that will really put us close to that, I guess, and to be able to glide all that way, because it is kind of like elevated, I guess, and the beaches around Akkala are not, and so we're probably going to have to head to somewhere close to Zora's domain and make our way there like I did when I was collecting Koroks, but there's no shrines really close there either, because you see how these beaches slope off versus like this area, which is all elevated. Alright, so you know what? I'm gonna warp to I'm gonna warp here and make my way up the lakes over around the mountain here over to like here, and then glide from there down to David Island and make my way across. And so I'll see you guys once we get to Tangle Island. Alrighty guys, quick change of plans. I've actually Master Sword power restored, thank you. Quick change of plans. Instead of having to David Island first, I actually want to head to the shrine that's right here first, because we're like already here, and of course you have that shrine that's right there that we'll go grab last. But from here we'll make our way to David Island, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump over this little hill, and it's generally not too difficult. The only problem is with this shrine here, you're gonna have to kind of blow this up like this. So other than that, we'll just be able to climb out of here pretty easily, or we should be able to in theory. And then let's actually remove this marker from the map just so it'll get off my map. And then we'll head inside, and I don't remember what this shrine exactly entails either. But we might as well just go ahead and head inside. And actually, we're going to be over 90 shrines by the time we grab 4, I believe. Is this a test of strength? Oh, okay, it's just a modest test, so no need to really worry about it, though. It should be pretty easy. Actually, this may be like the lowest level, I think, actually, of... Yeah, he's only got 2. Because you have modest, and I think it's literally actually just modest and major test of strength are the only ones that you have. I don't think there's one that goes lower than that. He like actually just completely misses. Alright. Let's dodge that. Going for some more damage. And we've already got it down to half health, which is not too shabby. Just do as much damage as I can. Luckily you only take damage from that little spinning attack once. But let's go ahead and do the rest of the damage. I worry about the Master Sword's energy though running out if we keep doing this. Alright, yeah, now he's going to try to do this little, laser attack. No need to worry. Boom. And yeah, okay. The Master Sword's energy is already depleted again. Which is kind of a pain that it only barely lasts for like one of these fights, or not even one at all, but what can you really do, I guess. Alright, I think the sword that he has is literally just this sword. And, we can drop the Knight's Halberd. We really don't need that. I actually wanted to grab, might as well grab the other sword, and we'll grab the Ancient Battle Axe Plus. It's not the best axe in the world, but it does good work of guys like in these trial shrines. Anyways, let's head over here, open this chest, and inside of it is Sapphire. Sweet. Okay, and I found out most of the shrines here in this region tend to be either battle shrines or blessing shrines, and I think that's true for most of them that are out of the way, kind of like in areas that aren't part of like the main quest of like traveling around and doing stuff like that. Let's see, we're at 90 shrines already. Not bad. That means we're 3/4 of the way done, because there's 120 in total, not including the DLC shrines, because there are 3 for each region. For each main quest region, and so we'll have to go back to like each of the 3 main like areas that we've visited before we can finish off the quest. It may be quicker to actually, because there's a gust of wind right over here. I guess they kind of made that for you so you can kind of climb up out of the valley here without being stuck or having to warp away. Alright, so once we hit over here, this gust of wind should take us all the way up to the top. Or at least pretty close to the top. Enough to like get out of here. Well, that carries quite a large way. And that's kind of strange. There's a lot of metal balls there. That's possibly part of a Korok seed, but we'll find that out later, I guess. If I ever come through here to do Korok seeds, probably not. And I'm definitely not going to try to collect all 900 because this would take absolutely forever if we did. Alright, so David Island is that one way down there. Okay, so what I want to do is probably just use Rivali's scale to get the height that we need. And just try to get as far as possible. Yeah, we're probably only going to make it to like this island over here, but this is pretty close. All we have to do is go down like this thing here. We can just simply avoid that guardian there. He won't be much of a problem for us. We can just get out of the way. And I actually did see this shrine, and I probably could have somewhat activated it before getting here when I was doing Korok seeds. I ran right by this shrine, and it's kind of funny because there should be like a rock that's like not, and there should be a rock that's kind of like covering a hole, I guess. Try to avoid this guardian stalker here. Yeah, right up there in front of us. I thought that the Korok seed was underneath here, but it's actually up there on the hill. You can't really quite see the Korok, but I thought this was the Korok seed, and so I'm here like off camera collecting Korok seeds, doing this, you know, coming up. And also, yeah, the Master Sword was powered up just then because the Guardians were nearby. And I moved out of the way, and then I looked down inside, and there's a shrine, and I was like, well, I'll be coming back here later. And I guess I could have activated it and then just shown you guys like that I came across it while grabbing Korok seeds, but I thought it'd be better just to like go grab it ourselves, just to show you exactly how to get there. Anyway, what's in here? This actually must be a puzzle shrine. Drop and rise. I actually remember this shrine pretty well. I remember it being kind of difficult for me for whatever reason my first time through here. Alright, that should lift us up, but not quite high enough. Okay. Alright, so, let's see. What to do here? Is there anything else that we can, like, place down? Okay, probably not. So it should balance out if I take this off. Yes. Alright, first things first, let's just lay that up there. And then, with my... I might as well use bomb arrows. What's the point? Okay, that did absolutely nothing. That's fantastic. Shoot those. And that gave us some major air. And from there, we can grab this diamond. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, now to grab this again. Drop it from above here, and that should be this entire shrine done. Yeah, pretty simple. Make sure there's no chest hiding back there. That was all the chests, and yeah, this shrine's pretty simple. You just have to shoot that down, let it launch you up in the sky, and you're done. You don't even need that barrel, which is kind of funny. They give it to you, and you don't even need it. All you need is 2 arrows and a bow, pretty much, and that's all you need. And of course magnesis, but I mean if you're here you should have it because you can't get off the Great Plateau without it. And that's actually that's a cool thing I want to mention. A lot of people tried to like get out to like the main area of Hyrule without like defeating the Great Plateau, and after so far the entire area of Hyrule is like just a giant death plane. Which I think is pretty funny, actually. Like, the entire area, like, no matter if you hack the game and then spawn, like, way above somewhere, and then try to, or just, like, anywhere, you try to go anywhere, there's going to be a death plane that's going to catch you, I think. Well, actually, hold on, no. No, that's incorrect. Excuse me. I believe so far outside of the Great Plateau is a death barrier, but if you get far enough out, the death barrier stops, but none of the NPCs or shrines or anything will be loaded in because the game doesn't expect you to be there yet. And so you can't activate anything because it's not ready, I guess. Alright, so now we have one final shrine left, which is like just across the lake here from the tower. I'm just gonna glide over to it. It's this way. Okay. Actually, we may not make it. But we'll definitely try. And why am I taking damage? How is it cold? I'm not even that high in the sky. Okay, thank you. Game was like, you know what? You're too cold. Like, that's one of the things I don't understand. Like, almost all the towers, like, have some sort of, like, thing to do with, like, Link being too cold while he's on top of them. Like, I can get it if you're a snowy region or something, being too cold on top of the tower. But if I'm just on, like, that area up there and I'm on the tower, it should not be that cold. Considering how close we are to ocean level, like, 0, that it should not be that cold. Like, I get if it's, like, way up there and it's snowing. Yeah, okay, I get it. I understand. But, like, right there, probably shouldn't be cold. But that's just me. And you may see something out of the corner of your eye, to the left down there, and we'll go check that out in just a minute. But first things first, I want to check out this shrine. Yeah, you guys may have seen something down there just in front of us, but I won't say too much else about that. And I actually don't know what this shrine entails either, so I guess we'll find out together. And looks like another battle shrine, a minor test of strength. Actually, yeah, okay, there is one level smaller. There's minor, modest, and major. I forgot about minor. Yeah, these guys are the weakest of the bunch. And you only have like one weapon. Alright, so let's just, yeah, we'll just grab this. He's only got 375 health, not too bad. Okay, I thought I was going to do enough damage, and okay, he's probably already going to be going into that same attack from earlier. Yeah, not a chance, bud. Not even like that. You didn't take very long at all. Rest in peace, buddy. Yeah, that didn't take very long. Yeah, it's kind of great because, like, at the beginning of the game, that guy would have given us a bit of trouble, but you know, now that we're so strong and powered up, it's not even I don't break a sweat, you know, fighting one of these guys because we have so much health now. It's crazy how far we've come, guys, in only 30 episodes, and we're probably only, like, maybe 10 episodes over the halfway point. I mean, sure, we're getting close to the end, but we still have a long way to go. This game is very big. Anyway, yeah, you tried to test of strength, subdue something about prophecy, yeah, whatever. I don't really care. And no, actually have enough spirit orbs for another heart container or stamina vessel. I won't go grab any of that right now, just because it's not really all that important right now, just to go grab it. We'll do it after, you know, a couple more shrines maybe, or the next time that we have to come across a, you know, a goddess statue. But anyway, now with that done, yeah, there's a Korok seed right there. So if you want to grab it, go ahead. I'm not going to, because I'll do it off camera. But right down here, there's a bulb. And of course, you guys know what these bulbs mean. These bulbs mean great fairies. And so here we are with the final great fairy of the game, actually. It's, yeah, it's the only one left. Got some plants and whatnot around her. Alright, so let's see how much money she wants to be restored to normal. Boy. Sweet boy. Please, listen to my story. Alright, sure, fine. I'm the Great Fairy Amnesia. This place was once a beautiful spring. But as time passed, fewer and fewer travelers arrived to offer me rubies. As a result, my power has abandoned me. I'm nearly powerless now, so I beg your help. I need rubies to become whole again. All I need is 10,000 rubies. Once my power has been restored, I can help you do great things, boy. Now, if you have rubies, hand them over to me. Quickly! In order for me to gain my power, I need 10,000 rubies. Yeah, we don't have nearly enough. That is truly tragic. Alright guys, so it's here. If you have 10,000 rubies, I'll probably go farm 10,000 rubies off camera at some point. But definitely not now, though. But anyway, I think that's gonna pretty much do it all for this region. So let's actually head back to the let's head to the Great Plateau Tower. Yeah, I'll definitely go grind some rubies off camera and try to gain as many as possible. But I probably won't do it for a couple of episodes, considering that I'm kind of recording these in bulk right now, considering I have the time, so I might as well. But anyway, we'll head over here, and then we'll head off to the next region, which is just south of here, actually. You can see it on our map. Alright, so if the map will load, perhaps, maybe. Come on, game, you can do it. There you go. And we're out of here. And also, I don't ever mention, but Vonavoris is now on our map there. Or on our loading screen. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it all for this episode here. So if you guys like this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. It helps the channel a lot. And if you want to see more content like this, please do consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Connor. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll catch you in the next one.